In these recent years, the popularity of Islamic art has greatly increased. As a result of the increasing knowledge, Malaysia became home to the Southeast Asia's largest museum of Islamic art in December 1998. Located in Kuala Lumpur, the building covers an area of 30,000 square meters amidst leafy surroundings in the middle of Lake Park of the nation's capital. The building of the Museum in Islamic Art was designed by Malaysians who display the beautiful of Islamic architecture. In addition, the museum building has a contemporary design, but the details more than the structure itself give it an Islamic flavor. The I-1 style getaway was turned by Iranian tile workers into a ceramic tapestry that frames a greeting Quranic passage. This craftsman created the building's most beautiful feature on the roof by utilizing Central Asian dome construction customs. The turquoise domes have become recognizable landmarks of the skyline of Kuala Lumpur. The angularity of the contemporary architecture outside the building contrasts sharply with the 5 domes that dominate the museum's interior. These towering components, meticulously constructed by Uzbek artisans, add to the airiness and harmony of the ambience. Light and space are preserved throughout the galleries and other areas of the museum, such as the cafe and library. The Islamic Art Museum Malaysia houses more than 10,000 artifacts and a remarkable collection of literature of Islamic art. The artwork on display includes anything on the smallest jewelry pieces to one of the greatest scale replicas of Masjid Al-Haram in Mecca. Creating a collection that truly represents to the Islamic world is the IAMM gives Asia more with attention than it does to works from Persia's historic areas of the Middle East.
The vision of the establishment of this museum is to create a collection that truly represents the Islamic world. As such, the museum collection works from Central Persia and the Middle East, as well as work from China, India, and Southeast Asia. The mission of the Islamic Museum Malaysia is to develop a greater understanding and transmission of Islamic history, art, and culture. The main objective of the establishment of the museum is for educational purpose. As an educational center, the objective of this department is to attract interest and share ideas through activities, educational programs, and resources for visitors of all ages.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is NURHANIM binti AZARUL. So today I want to talk about client charter. Okay, firstly, the Islamic Art Museum Malaysia promise fast-friendly service Malaysia. Malaysia Islamic tourist profile is boosted by the ITC. The Islamic Tourism Council, which is ITC, has worked with numerous industry players to improve their Islamic tourism skill. This would please Islamic Art Museum Malaysia visitors. Islamic tourism in Malaysia may amaze them. It will be their obligation to please customers. Secondly, the Islamic Art Museum Malaysia prioritize customer service because they get to know their customers. The Islamic Art Museum Malaysia can suit their needs. The Islamic Art Museum Malaysia treats everyone equally regardless of nationality, faith, or age. Lastly, to make things even more convenient for its customer, the Islamic Art Museum Malaysia offers a wide range of service and amenities for those with disabilities. The Islamic Art Museum Malaysia provides a wheelchair for the elderly and a baby restroom.
We have 7 methods of distinguishing, which is location, date, artist, photo, title, material, and certificate of authenticity. First, we have location. Records or work in a museum should be kept in the section where they are located. The management has not all the information about the origin of the work. They have already made a note of the need to be in which location for each section, such as office and record storage rooms. They have a complete record for all the work that are in the collection of each art gallery and a way to find them easily. Second, we have date. Every time the art gallery acquires a new work, the administration records the date it was made. If the staff was unsure of the actual date of creation, they note the day they obtained it. This knowledge is useful in 2 ways. First, the date is important to the monetary value of the item if they ever wish to sell it. Second, knowing the dates of each item in the art gallery collection or body of work may be useful to them as staff or employees, allowing them to keep track of the history of the piece's production or collection. We have artists. When the art gallery creates or acquires a new piece, the management notes the date it was created. If the staff was unclear of the exact date of the creation, they recorded the day they received it. This knowledge is useful in 2 ways. First and foremost, the date is critical to the monetary worth of the object if it is ever sold. Second, knowing the dates of each item in the art gallery collection or nobody of work may be valuable to them as staff or employees, allowing them to keep track of the production or collection history. We have title. Artists give their creation titles for a reason. The title is an essential component of each piece, indicating how the artist wishes to the work to be perceived. By preserving the title, art galleries maintain an important aspect of the painting itself. Next, photo. Every item of art that is retrieved or acquired will be photographed by management. A picture record can help identify each artwork and complete the art gallery's digital records. That photograph allows others to admire the collection and connect with them via their passion of art. Next is material. When the art galleries purchase or manufacture a new item, the management documented the material utilized. These information, such as the artist's name and date of production, may be useful in the future. To conserve and safeguard the art, they must understand the material utilized. They must also understand the material if they intend to market the artwork. And last, certificate of authenticity. Not every work of art comes with a certificate of authenticity, but those that do must be kept on file by art galleries. This influences the piece's worth and may include other crucial details about the work, such as series and edition number. The management must desire to photograph or digitize the certificate, but they must also maintain the physical copy.
The collections support the research at Islamic Art Museum Malaysia, which the primarily focus is on Islamic art, culture and civilization. The collection comprises book, print journals, reference items, and audiovisual materials. The collections are divided in 3 sections. So first of all is open collections. Open collections is the largest collection with a broad subject coverage on Islamic art and architecture, the history and religion. There is also an emphasis on bibliography, library science, language and literature, philosophy, science, medicine, sociology, anthropology, military science and technology. It comprises over 15,000 books, include this and museum publication. Registered staff are allowed to borrow from this collection. The reason why standards are chosen. So basically, touring exhibitions are an excellent method to improve public access to collections, allowing them to reach far areas of Malaysia and beyond. They are useful for attracting new visitors as well as promoting recurring visits. Touring can help make an exhibition financially viable by allowing expenditure to be divided across a numerous art gallery, and it can also be appealing to potential investors. Touring shows promote collaboration among art galleries, share best practice, and drive collection research. Traveling exhibition is developed and constructed from the start to be dismantled, packed, relocated, unpacked, and recyclable several times so that people may view and enjoy it in more than one occasion. A traveling exhibition can be a cooperation between a small group of curators who have similar interests, or it might be a package that travel to a huge number of local locations. Okay, also a tour puts people with varying habits and approach together, which might lead to disparities and misunderstanding. These criteria provide obligation and responsibilities for both the protection of the exhibits and the achievement of the exhibition effectiveness. Exhibitions are occasionally chosen from a single collection, but more often than not, they bring pieces from disparate collections together. A single show may have many deals between the organizer and numerous lenders because different expectation and process might lead to misunderstanding. These guidelines outline obligations and responsibility to keep loans safe while making the most use of them.
Okay, storage space. There are 3 storage spaces in the Islamic Art Museum Malaysia, which is exhibition space, cabinet storage, and archival storage. In exhibition space, there have 3 exhibition space, which is Special Gallery 1, Special Gallery 2, and Open Gallery.
Okay, so these are the promotional space for new item. First of all, we have electronic media. As we all know, digital media includes social media, television, and radio. Social media offers several advantages. The Islamic Art Museum Malaysia is making use of this opportunity to promote its new collection. The Islamic Art Museum Malaysia is promoting its new collection on their Instagram and Facebook page for a latest update and ordering. As a result, viewers may note that the Islamic Art Museum Malaysia has a new collection. The Islamic Art Museum Malaysia is also had another alternatively to contact, which is in their email for ordering. Digital technology is a fantastic marketing platform to promote some space for the new or the latest item. Secondly is special collection. The special collection considered as special because of its uniqueness or from the beauty of its physical. With over 5,000 titles in collection, rare books, Quran, oversized book, limited edition, and audiovisual items, they are kept in specially controlled environment, separate from other parts of the library collection. These are only accessibility to researchers in design reading room, subject to professional handling regulations set by the library personnel. And last but not least is a reference collection. The Texas Library holds over 4,000 titles in its reference collection, consists of selection of the dictionaries, encyclopedias, elements, directories, atlas, bibliography, art magazine, printed journal, and other more. This collection is limited to in-library reference. Okay, next we have advertising. This advertisement will appear in newspaper as well as on billboards. The use of a newspaper and a billboard will result in a large number of overall engagement. People use the road to go around every day. Billboard is a great technique for them to promote their new collection. The billboard on the road will draw a lot of attention. Furthermore, not everyone is currently on social media. Newspaper is a popular technique for the Islamic Art Museum Malaysia to promote their new collection and attract the visitors. This is a fantastic method for the Islamic Art Museum Malaysia to draw attention to their new collections. Okay, next they have a museum shop. The museum shop offers a unique selection of Islamic craft and artifacts from around the world. The creative glory of the Islamic world is still alive in a wide variety of crafts. To fit the mind as well as the soul, there is an exceptional selection of books with the emphasis on art and the Islamic world. For children, there is a special section which feathers books, puzzle, and other education material passing on Islamic knowledge and good manners. A variety of products exclusively developed by the Islamic Art Museum Malaysia is also on the display. This is the floor plan of Islamic Art Museum. The exhibition space of the Islamic Art Museum differs from most museums as the galleries are housed in a vast open area. The IAMM has 2 floors of department gallery and 2 special gallery for temporary exhibition. Okay, at the level 1 we have architecture gallery, Quran and manuscript gallery, India gallery, China gallery, Malay gallery. Okay, while in level 2 they have a textile gallery, jewelry gallery, arm and armor gallery, coin gallery, metal gallery, wood gallery, and the ceramic gallery.
Way of classification and standardizations. We have 12 gallery, which is architecture gallery, Quran and manuscript gallery, India gallery, China gallery, Malay world gallery, jewelry gallery, textile gallery, arms and armor gallery, coins and seal gallery, metalwork gallery, living with boat or lifestyle gallery, and ceramic gallery.
Identification refers to how to identify the information resources in this art museum. Based on our observation, the information resources in Islamic Art Museum Malaysia can be identified by visiting About Us on their official website. On the page, users and researchers can identify information such as the background of the art museum from various aspects, such as the date of construction and establishment of the building and the organization of the museum, how it was built, who designed the building, as well as important elements in the exterior of the art museum building, along with the implicit meaning it seeks to convey behind the museum's design. Next, Scholars Library, which was developed as a center of the education for the study of Islamic art, culture and civilization, has been made available on the official website of Islamic Art Museum Malaysia, so that the visitors may access more information resources in the art museum. In the Scholars Library, the user or researcher can find their desired information resources using the online public access catalog called OPAC by browsing the shelves. Over 20,000 volumes divided among the open collection, reference and special collection are kept at the library. These titles include books, audio-visual resources, scholarly journals, art periodicals, auction catalogs, collector's item. It offers access to the materials related to manuscript studies in an effort to become Malaysia's premier institution for the study of Islamic art and culture and a documentation hub for Malay manuscript researcher. It also highlights how the museum operations, which are mostly concentrated on research collections, exhibits, seminars, conservation work, and publication, are reflected in the library holdings of book and manuscript. Overall, it will make it easier for user and researcher to locate and get information from the materials available in this art museum.
Hi, okay, now I want to tell you about how the user access Islamic Art Museum Malaysia. Okay, the users can access the collection in Islamic Art Museum Center by browsing on their website, which is that I state below. The Islamic Art Museum Center provide a display of the Islamic Art Museum Center collection to make it easier for everyone to access the collection and bring virtual experience of the art gallery. Islamic Art Museum Center provide various kinds of theme architecture, which is Architecture Gallery, Quran and Manuscript Gallery, India Gallery, China Gallery, Malay Gallery, Textile Gallery, Jewelry Gallery, Arms and Armor Gallery, Coin Gallery, Metal Gallery, Wood Gallery, Ceramics Gallery. The users can experience the gallery tour by choosing any galleries according to their interest.
Availability periods of access. Visitor can not only visit the Islamic Art Museum Malaysia, but also can access the collection through the website at any time to find out a little about the exhibition in each galleries. Visitors only need to access the web page and select the galleries they want to know more about. Since the online art gallery has no limit, then visitors can browse it definitely. Even when users do not have time to go to the art gallery, but they can still access information related to the exhibition there. The museum houses a wide variety of work from Central Asia and the Middle East, as well as China, India, and Southeast Asia. Each of the galleries in the museum has its own attraction to visitors. The museum and several shops in it are open to the public from 9:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily. But for now, only the children's library is closed until further notice. Every visitor who comes should have a complete and non-high-risk COVID-19 vaccines. Visitors will be charged 14 ringgit for adults, 7 ringgit for parents and students, and children under 6 are free. The museum will still operate on public holiday, but with different operating hours, which is from 9:30 p.m. and 9:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. However, there is no need to worry about the operation hour, since the user can also visit the art gallery through the internet. This is one of the advantages of the virtual art gallery that brings benefit to the user.
The user or visitor can retrieve the materials that they are desired by browsing the Islamic Art Museum Malaysia's official website using Google as the search engine. Then click the Enter button. The homepage of the website will appear as the first figure. On the website's homepage, visitors will discover a range of menu options that include activities and other kinds of information that they may acquire from various sources. The Museum with No Frontiers, Scholars Library, Mozart Cafe, Museum Shop, Children's Activity, Contests, Exhibitions, Audio Tours, and the most recent news are a few examples of the resources available. Users must select the Galleries option in order to access the items or collections from this museum. The many options and sorts of galleries that are available on this art museum website will be visible to the users. Next, there will be 12 options of categories of the galleries, such as Architecture Gallery, Quran and Manuscript Gallery, India Gallery, China Gallery, Malay World Gallery, Jewelry Gallery, Textile Gallery, Arms and Armor Gallery, Coin and Seal Gallery, Metal Work Gallery, Living with Wood or Lifestyle Gallery, and Ceramic Gallery. For example, the user choosing the Quran and Manuscript Gallery, it will show the description of the gallery, some gallery highlights, and their new acquisition as in the final picture stated. Secondly, when the users want to retrieve any printed and non-printed documents or online resources such as books that have been published by the organization, the user can click the Publications option on the home page of the website. Then, the user will be able to see a list of books that have been written and published by the Islamic Art Museum Malaysia as. For example, the user selects one of the books listed and identifies what the content of the book is through the abstract of the book. With this, it also can help the user or researchers to retrieve information resources for their reports or tasks about the organization and the country as well. Finally, IAMM also has a museum shop located on the ground floor of the building. With this museum shop, the user or patrons can retrieve and get your desired materials of resources by buying the items or materials. It offers a distinctive range of Islamic art, craft, and artifacts from all over the world. This treasure trove of exotica has a unifying theme and spans for the world from the Atlantic to the Far East. In a wide range of crafts, the artistic splendor of the Islamic world is still evident. This store supports craftsmen that have a talent for aesthetics, whether it be through bright Southeast Asia woodwork for the home of complex Middle Eastern jewelry for personal adornment. Below is the museum shop of IAMM. There are various types of items and materials on display for sale to visitors and users either online or by walk-in, such as the ceramics, notepads, mugs, wood-based products, fridge magnets and kitchens, and so on.
A user is friendly? Yes, the user is friendly. This is due to the ease with which information can be obtained. What we want to know in detail about the Islamic Art Museum Malaysia, who we can contact, where the location is, and what time the museum is open are all available on the website. It is also really well organized. When we access the website, we can see a navigation bar with options such as home, galleries, learning, and more. It is beneficial to use since it contains links to other parts of the website. This is the main website of Islamic Art Museum Malaysia. We can see under the navigation bar, there are other sections that we can select. If you want to know detail about the Islamic Arts Museum Malaysia, just click on the thing you want to see. The content in the navigation bar includes About Us, international cooperation, galleries, exhibitions, conservations and research center, education, scholar library, museum shop, publication, and facilities. This site has one language, which is English. This site also provides a search section to make it easier for users to find what they want to search for without the need to check the content one by one. There are also Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram applications in this website. To find social media Islamic Art Museum Malaysia, users can also contact the museum management if they want to ask questions about this museum. Searching features. Malaysian Islamic Arts Museum. The search function is accessible via the navigation bar. There is no keyword search available. All we have to do is go to the navigation bars and find what we want to view on the site. Then just clicking it will take us to the website we are looking for. The entire navigation bar is a link to all of the site's sections. As a result, the site will less fibrous with fewer parts that are easier to identify. This website focuses on galleries only. There are no filtering options. There are a lot of photographs, some items, and captions on every single piece of media. It's easier for us to read, learn about the content, and apply what we have learned knowledge.